Hi, in this video we're going to be comparing these two sets of speakers. These are by Cyber Acoustics and these are by Amazon Basics. The key difference between these speakers is that the Cyber Acoustic speakers are USB powered, whereas the Amazon Basic speakers have a cord that actually plugs into an outlet. Let's talk more about the differences and let's do an actual test so you can listen to both speakers and compare the sounds so you can figure out which one is right for you. Let's start by taking a closer look at the Cyber Acoustic speakers. So you see they're much smaller compared to the Amazon Basic speakers and they take up less room. Also, they have less wires. It's just one USB wire and a wire that connects to your microphone jack, which I'll show you in a minute after we test these speakers. It also has a thing here where you can plug in like a headset, which is pretty cool. They are very space saving. That's the big key point about these speakers. Okay, to turn them on, you press this button. Okay, now I'm gonna play a YouTube video and I'm gonna turn it all the way up. Okay, I'm gonna play the same video in a minute with the Amazon Basic speakers and do the same thing. And I'm gonna try to keep the distance the same so you can hear everything and you can hear how loud it is. And then I'll also give you my opinion after the comparison. So here it goes. I'm gonna play the video right now and I'll start turning it up.
For most people, it really is. When I took college algebra long ago, I did pretty well in the class. I remember I sat in the back of the class.
Okay, so that was a test. That was like the first 14 seconds of one of my YouTube videos that I'm using for comparison. All right, so now let's turn it off and let me show you the connections. So this is the microphone connection, the speaker connection. It goes into the speaker port on my laptop. I'm using a laptop. And it's strictly USB powered. So that's the key difference between the Cyber Acoustic and the Amazon Basics. Okay, now let's do the same test with the same video with the Amazon Basic speaker. Okay, now we're looking at the Amazon Basic speakers. You can see they're much, much bigger than the Cyber Acoustic speakers, much heftier product. There's also a lot more cables because it actually plugs into an AC outlet, and it also has the same microphone connection as the Cyber Acoustics, but they are bigger and there are more cables. So this one also has a place here where you can plug in a headset and it has an aux in as well. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. That's how it turns on. Notice it lights up, it's really nice. They feel heftier. Okay, I've had these for a while and I use these on a daily basis. Okay, I'm gonna play the same video. I'm gonna start the video, rewind it, and I'm just gonna raise the volume from low to max and hopefully it's not too loud. Here we go. Turning it on now.
When I took college algebra long ago, I did pretty well in the class. I remember I sat in the back of the class and there was this kid, he was like 16 and I was 24.
So there's the test. So you can see the difference between the two. Quite interesting, right? So big difference. Let's go ahead and just loop both of those one more time so you can hear what exactly they sound like compared to each other side by side. Okay, so hopefully now you have an idea of the difference. So personally to me, I think the Amazon Basics ones sound a lot better. The bad part about the Amazon Basics ones is that they're bigger and they take up more room and they also require that AC connection. Let me actually show you the connections. So I'm gonna go ahead and unplug it. So here's the connection. This is the piece that plugs into your microphone jack. And here's the piece that plugs into the outlet. So yeah, really good speakers. So to recap, the key differences between these two speakers are the Cyber Acoustic speakers are smaller. They take up less room. They make a smaller footprint. So if you have a small home office, they're probably a better bet. Also, they don't require that you plug them into an actual power outlet because they are USB powered. They both have a regular microphone jack, so they both require that. I feel like they're smaller and they're more portable. At the same time, the sound quality is not as good. So if you have a bigger desk and you do have room and you want better quality speakers that sound a little bit better, I think the Amazon Basics ones sound better. And it's kind of an obvious choice because of their size. Also, they have individual power. They're not just powered by USB. So clearly these are going to sound better than the Cyber Acoustics. And as the test demonstrates, in my opinion, they do sound better. But maybe you think these sound better. It's really a personal choice. At the same time, the Cyber Acoustics ones do sound pretty good. You know, despite the fact that they're much smaller than these behemoth of speakers, they're pretty impressive. So both are a good choice. And I think it'll just depend. Do you want something smaller and more space saving that doesn't require that extra connection to AC power but does require a USB connection? Or do you want something bigger and bulkier that requires that AC connection? At the end of the day, it's going to be a tough decision, but I bought both. So yeah, so I have two sets of speakers. So you could just do that. I hope it's been helpful. Good luck.